Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well and going through the lectures very well because I'm getting many of the queries from all of you, and I'm happy to see that you are at least going through the videos and trying to learn in a something new and innovative method. And I got many of your some queries related to notes and all that. So you don't worry about the notes and everything. I'll give you instruction about the note. We don't need to write each and every material of this accounting first chapter. It's a just basic introduction of accounting, why we require accounting, what are the objectives, what are the characteristics. So it's a part of your total theory in first term is of 8 marks. Take example out of 50. So it would be having 2 marks or 3 marks, right? But this is just an introduction of accounting. So we are taking this chapter. So I'll give you certain important question only, and that only you write. Is it clear? So I hope your queries are clear, and I'll give you instruction on WhatsApp also. So don't worry, and I'll give you the time to write also, right? So let us see, we had seen the characteristics of accounting. Now, what are the characteristics we had seen? The most important characteristics was it should have financial characteristics, right? Now, characteristics we had completed, and the last one was historical information. Now, what is historical information? I had given you example of Reliance Industry when it was started, and now also they have the records of historical information. Accounts give the historical information. Now, here is a cycle that is showing you, that is accounting cycle. Characteristics of which are derived from definition explained and the process of accounting, from where this process commences, from which stages does it pass, what is derived from each stage, what is derived at the end of the process, definition and characteristics present in the. So these are the accounting cycle. Now first is recording. What is recording? Whatever the transaction that you are taking. What is transaction? Suppose you are a businessman. You are owning a small shop. What does the small shop every day has? Sale or purchase. Because you are purchasing materials and then selling. Suppose you sold goods of rupees 1000. Alright. And 1000 goods. So that is a transaction that you will record. Goods of 1000 sold in cash. 2000 sold on credit. So that is a recording. Then classification. Then it is classified. If you remember, we had seen there are three types of account: real, nominal, and personal. Right? These accounts are to be classified on the basis of these transactions. We classify them. That we are going to see in next chapter. You don't worry about it. What is this? ये सब ऊपर से जा रहा है नहीं. There are three types of account that we are going to see in our next chapter. Analysis, and on the basis of this data analyze, either it is giving income, so it is debited, or it is credited. Finally, conclusion is prepared on the basis of account, then interpretation, that is your final result, and report. Now what is report? Interpretation, remember I had told you earlier what is interpretation. Interpretation was giving final information to the particular what we say in the form of profit or loss. That is only final interpretation, profit or loss, right? And the report is what? Final accounts that are prepared. You would have seen annual general report of the companies is issued, or any company. Take example of a father or mother, he or she is owning a business, so they also give income tax, so they also prepare their final account, and the final result that shows trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet, right? There's three types of one statement and two accounts are prepared. It is termed as annual account. Is it clear? So report is clear to you, right? So now we are going to see objective of counting. Before that, let us see one of the chart. In brief, accounting records. In brief, accounting records classifies, analyzes transactions and events, right? See, accounting records, analysis, transaction and events, and give conclusion. Is it clear? After having an interpretation on the basis of this conclusion, a report is prepared. Here, the name of the report is accounts, that is annual account. You can easily see on the screen. Annual accounts can be seen by you. This is discussed in the subsequent chapter. As I said, you are going to learn this in the next chapter. The chart shows that identification of transactions and events and then measurement in money. Then recording, classification, conclusion, analysis, and interpretation of financial transaction. Now presentation of report to the users of financial information, that is report. Who are the financial users? Owner of the company, stakeholders of the company, then what we say your creditors of the company, those who are the investors, potential investors of the company. Through this, they will come to know whether the company is earning profit or loss and they should invest in the company or not. The characteristics of accounting explain the nature of accounting. So, the functions of objectives of accounting are provided as a what are the objectives of accounting? Why we need to prepare it? Because first is permanent account. It gives, sorry, permanent record. It gives us permanent record of the transaction, that because we had seen historical characteristics was there, so it gives us permanent record. In accounting, transaction and events are recorded in written form. These records are kept in the form of books or recorded in computer on the permanent basis. Now what happens? You would have seen a red bound book on your in your, if your father or mother is doing business with, so, or your grandfather was doing business, you or your mother also, you would have seen they are maintaining accounts in books. So they are recorded in books. They are recorded in books. Is it clear? Or computer? Nowadays in computer every entry is done. So on permanent basis in this saved in the software. So permanent record is there. Now to know the effect of each transaction. What is the other objective? To know the record effect of each transaction. Each transaction has its effects on overall profitability or economic condition of the business. Right? Each transaction has its effect. Take example. Recently, only one news was circulated. Hero Cycles, heard about it? They had cancelled the contract with Chinese company. Right? They had deal with them of 900 crores. So, what is the effect of this transaction? If it go with the deals, the company of Hero Cycle is going to be benefited in technology wise, was benefited to be technology wise, economic wise, right? In the same way, every transaction, either it's a small or big transaction. Now take example, when we talk about wholesalers, retailers, many wholesalers don't sell single pieces also, right? They sell on bulk only, minimum quantities to be ordered. But many wholesalers sales minimum quantity also. Minimum quantity means 3 4 pieces also, because they think let the per day expense of small expenses can be covered. So it is that each transaction has its effect on overall profitability or economic condition of the business, right? So either it's a big transaction or a small transaction, but will affect the business. Thus, accounting helps in obtaining this information, right? Thus, accounting helps in obtaining this information to know the effect of each transaction. So, third is to know influential factors. What are the influential factors that affect your business? Accounts. The information of factors affecting profit or loss as well as economic condition of the business can be obtained by preparing account. This objective plays vital role in preparation of account. So what are the factors? There are two types of factors, external factors and internal factors. Now what happens? External factors is government policy, then your raw material availability, all this. So if raw material, take example, nowadays raw material is available or costlier, right? Take example yarn, that textile industry is using yarn and it is available in costlier. So what happens to that? Because of that the product becomes costly. So external factor, the price of the raw material has affected the production cost of the product. Is it clear? And because of that they are earning less profit. Take example, previously the yarn was available in 10 rupees meter previously, but nowadays it is available in 15 or 17 rupees meter, high rise in the price. Now what happens? Suppose you were ordering 100 meters of yarn. So what you were paying? 1000 rupees for 100 meter. But now if it is a 17 rupees, what you are paying? 17 100 rupees. Is it clear? So 700 your cost has increased. So overall product price also would increase. That is why influential factors can be known while preparing the account. Okay, yes, raw material was expensive. Like to determine tax liability. What is to determine tax liability? Generally, the tax payment liability is determined on the basis of prepared account, like what the tax the government company has to pay. The burden of tax is determined on the basis of income of taxpayer. Therefore, the objective to prepare account is to determine tax liability. This is the important point. See, I had said you, either your parents are doing business, this business is small or big, everyone is preparing account. Yes or no? So, what is the tax they are going to pay? That can be known through preparing the final accounts only. So, they each and every company, each and every businessman prepare this account, and from that income they pay the tax. Therefore, the objective to prepare account is determine tax liability, right? And what is the burden of tax is determined on the basis of income of a taxpayer. Is it clear? Now, next is to know quantum size of payables. What is payables? That amount that we are going to pay in future. Is it clear? Means we had purchased stock on credit. Stock means raw material, your product. Suppose you are a dealer of textile goods, that is sari, suits and material, right? And you know very well business runs on credit. Now you had purchased goods of rupees 5 lakhs from one of the manufacturer, and you had purchased on credit. Okay? And the terms and condition is that this amount is to be paid within 3 months, right? So this 5 lakhs amount that you had not paid, but the business transaction is done on credit, right? So what happens? This amount that you are going to pay in future is termed as payables. Is it clear? Right? In business, in place of cash transaction, credit transactions are also made. As I said you, purchase of raw material on credit. However, this payment is to be made in future. Till non-payment of this transaction, it is treated as liability. So, till non-payment of this transaction, it is treated as liability, udhar, in your Hindi word, right? Yani ke you have to pay in future, you cannot escape from it, and it's your liability, yani ke आपके ऊपर ये कर्जा है. Is it clear? At the end of the year, what is the quantum of liability can be ascertained from the account. So what happens at the end of the year? Now I had said the 5 lakh transaction is for the month, suppose for the month of June only. So your payment would be done after July, August, September, your payment is clear. But what happens in the entire year? You are purchasing, you are selling. So finally you are maintaining a stock register of your goods, right? What you had purchased, that is recorded. What you had sold, that is going out. What is credit transaction? So at the end of the year, you can come to know this is the liability of creditors to be paid. Is it clear? That's why quantum of liability can be ascertained from the accounts. Is it clear, students? Right? Now, next is here to know quantum of receivables. So what is quantum of receivables, students? In the same way, we had said payables. So receivables is that the goods that we had sold on credit, right? That are receivables. Is it clear? The goods that are sold on credit. In the same way, you sell goods to the your customers, your clients, or your dealers, right? Distributors on credit. So in the same way, after some time they will pay. So at the end of the year, it will be easy for you to analyze what are the amount of receivables. Like credit purchase, goods are sold on credit to customers. This amount is receivable in future. Until the non-receipt of amount, it is known shown in the books as receivable. This information can be obtained from accounts. To measure profitability, right? So that can be made available from account. Seventh is to measure profitability of business. The significant objective of account is to measure earned profit or incurred loss for prospective period. right? The significant objective of account is to measure, earn profit, right? Most important work to prepare account is what? What is the profit or loss of the business? Is it clear? The measurement of profitability is made available by accounting. Is it clear? So the measurement of profitability is made by available of account interpretation of results. To know economic status of the business. At the end of the year, what is the size of the liabilities? Right. Assets and receivables of the business can be seen from the account under accounting system. So economic condition, which is known as solvency, can be known from the account. Now what is solvency? Whether the party is going to dissolve. Dissolve means they are able to pay the amount or not, right? So solvency is there when assets and liabilities had to be checked, right? So economic, it can be said that it's good economic condition. Economic condition which is known as solvency can be known from the account, that is they are able to pay all the credits or not. They should have good, mean assets should be more, receivable should be more, and liability should be less. That is termed as solvency, good economic condition. Is it clear? Amount of balance of income should be more compared to the payments. Is it clear? To detect and avoid errors and frauds. Why accounting is done? What happens? Many times when you run a business, the owners are not totally, because they have to go for collection also, to get orders also, right? Many times they are doing many of the businesses also, so they are appointing managers, maybe any one of them, right? So partners, whoever, by preparing account, the frauds can be found out easily. By investigating prepared account, financial mistakes or crimes can be traced down. Accounting helps to prevent such kind of undesirable events. Accounting maintains indirect control to avoid errors and frauds. Accounting is used for above mentioned purpose. These are several benefits due to existence and use of accounting. These are discussed as follows, right? So we had seen why objective of accounting is there. Why we require to prepare accounting. Now, what are the advantages of accounting? Accounting is a social science. This science is used in the entire world. Its utility discloses its advantages. These advantages are as under. Availability of accounting information. What are the advantages? Availability of information is there. Accounting information is prepared by any owner of any business. As I said earlier, any businessman, either it's a small, it's a big, it's a company, right? They have to prepare account. If this information is readily available, it can be used by the owner as and when its information of this economic status and can be obtained. Is it clear? Right? So accounting, if this information is readily available, it can be used by the owner and as and when it is needed. Example, an owner wants to obtain a loan from a bank, he can prepare accounting information to his economic status and can obtain the loan. Right? By using his accounting information, he can easily obtain the loan. When you are giving loan to someone, you will see whether the party is going to repay or not. What is their financial condition. Right? So through accounting, you can get the information whether to pay the whether to give the loan or not. To know profitability. During specific accounting period, how much profit is earned or how much loss is incurred by the business, this information is provided by accounting. As we had seen, interpretation of results, so profit or loss. By seeing the account, we don't need to go to entire uh, scenario, assets and liabilities and all that. We can totally see profit or loss, right? So this information is ascertained from profit and loss account. I had said earlier there are two types of account and one statement. Trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. That they are prepared on the basis of this, businessman's financial status can be known. To know financial status, as I said, profit and loss will show the financial status of the businessman. At the end of the period, what is the size of liability for the business can be ascertained. If the size of liability of business is more, it indicates weak economic conditions. So if the liabilities are more, so it indicates the weak economic condition. And if the size of liability of business is less, it indicates good economic condition. This economic condition status can be ascertained through the balance sheet. What is helpful for knowing the economic condition? Balance sheet. By seeing what? Assets and liability. When liabilities are more, so economic condition of the company is bad. When liabilities are more, the economic condition of the company is good. If see, I am underlining it. If the size of liability of business is more, it indicates weak economic condition. Is it clear? And if the size of the liability of business is less, it indicates good economic condition. This economic status can be ascertained through what? Balance sheet, right? We can say the economic condition through balance sheet. Now we will be saying what is teacher economic condition. Now take example. We are taking company A and B. Company A's liability is showing 5 lakhs, right? And assets are shown as rupees 3 lakhs. So what is more? Liability is more. They have to pay more instead of having more balance of asset. And company B, liabilities are shown on balance sheet is rupees 5 lakhs and assets shown as 10 lakhs. So what happens? Your assets, if any unforeseen situation come, so your the company B is able to pay it by selling the assets. So they have good economic condition. They can easily repay the loans and liabilities without any harm to the business asset. That's why economic condition is studied in this way. And which particular thing helps it? That is balance sheet statement. Economic and assets and liabilities are parts of balance sheet. Is it clear? Tax planning. Tax on earned income has to be paid by every business unit in different forms. Right? Tax earned Tax on earned income. Earned income is your income that you are generating through the business. Every company, every businessman has to pay. The determination of tax size is based on quantum transaction of business. Quantum transaction means number of transactions that you are going to, what we say, had done. On that only, if the transactions are more, so your profit is also more, so your income tax is also more. Is it clear? Right? So the determination of tax size is based on quantum transaction of business. Keeping in mind quantum of transaction, what amount of tax is to be paid for respective period is ascertained from the accounts. From this information, planning for tax payable during the period can be made. So by seeing this income, we can plan for the tax payable during the period can be made. What happens if you have investments, if you had done certain policies, like take example, you would have heard about your life insurance policy by your parents. So what is what? Yes, your life is important. They had insured your life or their life, but what is the benefit if I calculate paying tax? That amount is deducted, so that much of saving is done. So they can plan for the tax by seeing the income or expense of the company. Valuation of business. In practice, sometimes an owner sells his own business to another person. Right? What happens? Take example. If you have heard about Red Bus, what is the story of Red Bus? Red Bus was started by two of the IITians, two of the students when they were searching for what we say tickets from coming from their place where they were studying. At that time, they were finding that the tickets are not available for the buses. They have to go to the different what we say travel agents, and then they have to contact and they have to get the tickets, and the tickets availability was not there. So they got the idea, they struck an idea, let us plan for certain kind of app. So they had developed Red Bus. So in Red Bus you enter the name of the company, travel company, any of the, or whether what we say uh, distance traveling place to reaching the place destination. You will get idea of all the buses and the seats availability, right? As you would have seen on online booking of movie tickets, you can see the seats availability is there, right? In the same way in Red Bus that app was there. Now what is the question I had taken? They had started the business with the very less investment, and they had sold that company in hundreds of crores. If I remember, they had sold this company in 100 or 150 crores. What was the investment? Initial investment very less, but they had sold it. Now, a company that's app has given valuation is what? 150 crore. What is 150 crore? Isn't it a big amount? Yes, it is a big amount. Right. So what happens? The accounts, final accounts helps you. Your accounting helps the company's valuation. What is the price the company should be sold? In practice, sometimes an owner sells his own business to another person. Under these circumstances, what should be selling price of the business? Accounting is helpful to determine this selling price. Is it clear? What is the profitability of the business? What is the economic condition? This sort of information is provided by accounting. Therefore, in this manner, accounting assists in business valuation. Is it clear? Decision making. Now, what is decision making? As we know, by seeing the profit and loss of the company, the assets and liability of the company, we are clear whether we have to invest or we don't have to invest. Either have to give on credit or I don't have to give on credit. Is it clear? Different forms of business like sole proprietorship, partnership firm, and company prepare their own account. Specifically, accounts of company are used by several stakeholders like creditors, shareholders, investors for their investment decision. Accounting plays vital role in the decision making. See, I made you clear, right? Decisions can be made by seeing the accounts of the particular person, particular owner of the business, either it's a partnership firm, anything, creditors, shareholders, investors for the investment decisions. Accounting plays a vital role, right? Creditors, shareholders, investors for their investment, right? And evidence. As an evidence, it acts as an evidence also. So the formation of account is based on accounting rules and principles. It is based on what? Accounting rules and principles. Thus, accounts prepared in such manners are considered reliable. Due to this quality of reliability, at the time of any dispute, accounts are used as evidences, right? If any dispute is there, these accounts are helpful as evidences. In case of any dispute in context of account between partner of a partnership firm, accounts become evidence to bring solution for the purpose of justice. Is it clear? Take example, there are two partners A and B. Now what happens? A has the constant habit of withdrawing the amount from the business because their income is also there. So and B has habit, okay, I don't want to withdraw until and unless it is necessary. Now what is the effect? One partner is withdrawing, second partner is not withdrawing. So the balance of the total amount of the firm would be different. And if there is any dispute, so these accountings will be helpful in solving this, what we say, disputes. Okay, yes, this is the amount you had withdrawn on this date, this date, this date. I had not withdrawn any amount. Right. So it's acts as an evidence. It's a simple example. Many other examples can be related. Comparison with the past operation. The rules and principles of accounts do not change. Due to this, future present performance of profitability or economic condition can be compared with the past information for the development of business. So rules and everything remain same. So by seeing this, economic and profitability of the company can be exactly measured. If development has not taken place or not as per the expectation, planning can be undertaken to achieve in it future. Apart from this, accounts can be compared with the accounts of competitors also. Right. So here I stop, and in the next period we'll continue with this.